Production of this program is made possible in part by a grant from Beatrice Companies, Incorporated.
We have to guide the bands around, tell them where to go, and when to warm up. We have the list of the times that they're coming. We have to help the directors do whatever they need to do.
Are they running on time?
We're running slightly late. Okay, you're to start, we start warming up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, well, we'll offload our kids and we'll set up over there and get all warmed up, and then whenever you're ready, put us into the chute, we'll be ready.
Okay.
Okay? Sure. Thank you.
Oh, it's on, you're on TV!
When you see your kids out on the field, it's a thrill just sitting there watching them.
It's just something that you can't really put it into words, but there's a feeling, you get a warm feeling that these are all the kids from your town, you know, and they're all here playing.
I guess I'm living vicariously through my daughter because I've never done this. I'm not musically inclined. It's just exciting for me to be here.
To me, it's like football. I get as excited when the band plays as the football parents do when their son makes a touchdown. So.
When they go on without a cadence, right? What about when they're going off? What's the program on that?
Okay, they can use a cadence to get on the field, and if they have 14 minutes to do their whole thing, to do their show and get off. So if they're still within their 14 minutes, they can use a cadence.
All right, they do what they want. Just you don't want any cadences rolling down the chute then, right?
Exactly, right. Just a cadence to get on the field and off the field.
As we're talking, it's very early in the day, and there's sort of a fever pitch, and people are planning and getting ready, and judges are just arriving, and people are very excited, and just there's a real excitement and real energy, sort of like while the parade is lining up, and things are just, you know, there's a lot of excitement, sort of a fever pitch.
I expect there'll be about 4,000 kids out here today.
I've been following them for 6 years, and I go everywhere they go. We went to Florida 2 years ago. I went all the way to Florida with them.
We just arrived here from Alabama, our home, to see our grandson.
Oh, bad not.
This is one of 13 music halls throughout the nation. This one is called the Northeastern section, includes all of New England, includes New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and everything down to the next music hall, which is in Virginia.
1, 2! 3 months of work go into the day.
Come on, guys, do it up. Snares and hats, ain't no reason. Cymbals, ain't no reason. Trios, ain't no reason. Bass, here we go. Let's go. Concentrate, think. Only one thing counts. Your performance, that's it. Come on, think, you can do it.
17 minutes till we actually play. All right, we're going to move out at about 5 after 2.
Cole, just pick your hat just a little bit forward if you can. Mark time, just pick those feet up, point to toe. Think of everything we've done. Okay? And you're not supposed to smile, Jennifer. It's perfect dress. Just keep it like this on the field as soon as you get out there.
Beatrice Companies is privileged to support high school music education. Each year, Beatrice provides exceptional competitive, educational, and financial opportunities to over 100,000 students who participate in the Music Bowl program. Please join Beatrice and New Jersey Network, which helped make this program possible, in supporting one of America's greatest traditions, the high school marching band.
Is the band ready? Scott Plains Family Radio Show band has hit the field in competition.
We have students, obviously, that are willing to get up at 5:30 in the morning, get themselves ready for school, come to band practice, spend a 7 to 8 morning with us, do a whole school day as far as an 8 to 2:30, and then a lot of them participate in after-school activities, such as cheerleading, soccer, volleyball, baseball, basketball, all athletics. 2, ready, play. You're not breathing, saxes. 1, 2, ready, and. Better. 2, ready, and. Put the whole phrase together right from the beginning. 1, 2, come on, keep it moving, the whole phrase. 1, 2, ready, and. Tropicana Bowl is a very important show to them, number one, because it's going to feature bands from a tri-state area, where you'll have some bands from Pennsylvania, Connecticut, which really we don't see too often. Most of the bands we compete against are from our own state. They're going to see some very fine bands, and they're going to know that that performance that they get there, it's, they have the top judges probably in the country that'll be judging it, which is something, again, that we don't have in a local competition. basically, you're going to get a good evaluative experience out of the Tropicana Ball. Win, lose, or draw.
Basically, we work all summer. You listen to the music, you listen to the tone, that, Mr. T wants to get out to the audience. Then 3 weeks in the summer we work, and that's considered band camp. And it's 9 hours a day. And we work with the rest of the band and teach them everything before anybody sees the show.
It's hard because we didn't think we had to memorize the music, and we do. So it's kind of hard to memorize the music and go through the show and remember all the things that you have to do, like pick up your feet and everything like that for turns.
Slide! Pivot on the corner, keep your heads up. Don't look down at the ground. Heads up, heads up! Think about the press box coming up!
I didn't know anything about marching band when I first came in the system. Even as assistant band director, I'll be very honest, the only way I learned was I learned from my competitors. I looked at some of the better bands in the state, including Piscataway, Governor Livingston, Hanover Park, Randolph. I can go on. I looked at videotapes. I went to clinics, and I learned everything I could in the first 2 years as assistant, and I'm still learning now. I want them to feel that when they graduate Scotch Plains Fiona High School, number one, they have something to look back on, but maybe some of the things that we're trying to incorporate here in band as a family, I mean, that's what I like to think of it as, maybe they can carry them on to college, to know that they have to get up for class in the morning. They can't be late. When they get a job finally in a working career, a boss is not going to tolerate them to walk in 15 minutes after the hour. They have to be there on time. They have to have their work completed. That's the things we like to stress. We don't stress winning at all. If we win, I tell them that's great. If we lose, you better be the first one standing up applauding the band that wins.
Again, please. Good. Again, one more time. Come on, Jay, go on. Go. Are you having fun? No! Good. Here we go. 5 whistles, the whole thing. Yay. Is that a joke?
We have 3 advisors or instructors, one for our rifle squad, one for our silk squad, that's our large flags, and one for our swing flag twirler group. And basically their responsibility is to advise the students. There's one unique thing about our band, which I feel is great educational purpose, is that all the captains of the squads are responsible for making up all their routines and all their choreography. All we do is teach them the drill.
Wait, stay there, you guys. Oh, positions. You guys, your hand should be out. Remember I said funk? Remember? Your thumb should be sticking out. You should be lunging on your right leg. You should be looking up at the press box. Simone, not this. This. Your arms shouldn't be behind you. They should be right on your side.
Come on, listen. She's the one designing it. She's got to know what she's talking about.
The captains really play a very important role because they are the ones that design the routines in the main. They're the ones that teach in the main. And because of that, there's a constant motivation or peer motivation. Peer importance is very, very important with the entire group. I only step in where I see a conflict or perhaps the information that I have will help what they're doing.
Bang! 10, hut! 1, 2! Don't move! First person in every line, check off interval right now. Make sure it's 2 steps.
Perfect time to practice heads up and smiling. Perfect. We have 2 hours on it.
Check the lever of your trumpets, your bass.
Right? Ready.
Keep your chins up.
You guys all right? Is there any smiles on the front squads?
They're front,
Oh,
yeah.
Smile.
Smile.
How's the swing flags? Smiling on you?
Looks that way.
Swing flags, you smiling?
Oh, there's the club.
Why are you smiling? You're supposed to have fun. Get that smile off your face, Sharon. Ask the percussion squad. They know you're not allowed to have fun out here.
Yeah.
Next year we're going to spell out Joe Fun on the field. Okay, calm this attention. Let's start it.
Band, 10, hunt!
1, 2. Straight ahead. Guys, you can't do this on the field for a show if you don't do it now. Shouldn't be talking. Heads up. That's it. Smile.
I'd always thought about being a drum major. My sister, she had tried out when she was in the high school. And a couple years ago, I tried out. I was given instruction from the previous drum major from the previous year. And I practiced, and we had to make up a salute and learn how to conduct. I think about, I look for my girlfriend out there, and I just think about the first show I did, I was really nervous. And I don't even remember doing it hardly. But now, I look around and I see how things are going. I just think about what's going on behind me, the crowd, and I just like to listen, you know. I understand what I'm doing, so it's fun now.
Let's go. Back to the beginning of the percussion feature.
We're not really concerned whether we come in first, second, or third. I want the kids to be dedicated, I want them to be proud, and I want them to have fun doing their activity, which is SPF Raider Marching Band.
you go on next. A couple of minutes.
You need all those rings up front, Doc. Some go to the back. Some go to the back. Well, do we take them now?
We need our managers.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The scoring system is comprised of 3 different captions. One's called music performance, one's called marching performance, and the other one is called overall or general effect.
When I'm judging, my caption today is music execution. And so I look for the same things I look for in a concert organization, blend and balance and beauty of tone. And since we do break it down into the different factors, I don't really have to worry about how they look. I just purely have to listen and be as critical as I would be in a concert hall.
I judge the visual program, how the marching designs are constructed, how they relate musically to the score that the musicians are playing, and the overall proficiency and understanding of each of the individual performers and how they relate to each other.
I will be adjudicating marching. I'll be looking for overall cleanliness as far as the drills are concerned, drill design, marching maneuvers, and the overall impact of the drill with regard to the music in the show that's being performed.
Well, I think this is a tremendous contest. We have the judges are just absolutely top in their field. I think probably better than any contest in the East. We have real national people representing a real wide scope, a real wide, varied philosophy. And anybody, you just can't help but learn from that kind of a climate. Even if a band isn't going to win, I just can't see where they're going to get that kind of input and direction and leadership, constructive criticism from any other format than these tremendous people. I mean, we have all over the country coming here just to help kids. That's what it's all about, help kids.
Buying for your kids, buying for your family, friends, neighbors, associates. Get your t-shirt. Tropicana Music Bowl t-shirts, only printed in the continental United States. Let them know you were here with a t-shirt. Step right up, step right up.
As soon as they're about halfway off the field, then get yourself in field position. Get you on the sideline as soon as they start tapping. Okay? And so then when they're halfway off, get them in field position, and then they'll say, is the band ready? Is the drum major's ready? Then they'll say, trombone, you are ready to begin competition, and you can get started. And just make sure you go off that way, and somebody will show you around to where you see.
Okay, what we'll do is we'll march them to their tap up to the yard line. So we'll march them up down the yard.
Okay. So when they start, right before they get off, we're going to be up there. So then when they start halfway off, we'll be
Can we move you down on the sideline now?
Yeah.
Let's spread you out on the sideline now, and then we'll put you on the side.
Yeah, we have to the yard line.
Okay,
So
listen,
whoever
guys.
needs to go now?
Listen, guys. Just follow me out to your yard line. Drum. All the drummers, listen up. This is important. Make sure all the drummers are listening to me. Tap on the way off. Do not. Cadence will be penalized. Only a tap on the way off the field. Okay? So you guys go right up on the yard line. So just take it to your yard lines. Let's go.
It's just great being out there on the field. It's fun winning, knowing that you can do your best. I'm proud. I'm proud to be in the band.
Are the judges ready? Is the band ready? High School South Marching Indians, you may take the field in competition.
point of the dance. The silks have been coming down too far, and they've been crushing the pom-poms and the rifles. So last night, we were out in the field working on where their proper position is. So therefore, if we could stop at that point to make sure they're in their proper position, that would be a great help.
One side of my, I think this side steps back to here where they shouldn't be.
Right.
And then this side is down at the sidelines.
But we do have a crushing situation there, and it's taken away from the effect. Because the dance is well done, but we're too close to each other.
Well, what's happening? The silks are setting up too close?
Right. In other words, what's happening, you might as well just say that drop this arc down about here. That's where the silk arc stops. So they're almost right behind the rifles and the pom-poms.
All right.
Of
Well,
course, Nancy said that her girls are already back.
On one side they are, and the other side they aren't. So I'm going to have to correct that.
As you well know, if we're not symmetrical one side to the other, they're going to murder us.
One is 4 steps back farther.
Okay. Well, we'll stop at that. It's chart 6.
One of the pom-pom girls ran to me yesterday and he said, check your rifles because they're supposed to be in a straight line. And this isn't showing from a top on the bleachers when you're looking down. The palms and the rifles that are in the middle of the circle there, they should form spokes, right?
Yeah.
They're not. The lines aren't straight. I don't know whose fault it is or who's not guiding, but the lines haven't been straight.
Most of the time I've checked them out, they didn't look too bad, I'll tell you the truth. But we'll take a look at it today.
It's difficult to see it from where we are.
True. You got to be
the
up high.
problem is you're not going to see it until you go to Tropicana.
And that's too late.
I think first and foremost, we're music teachers, and I think the musical aspect of what we're trying to do here has to take precedence. True, the marching band is a very visible vehicle for our product, and we really must use it to our advantage, and I try to do that. But on the other hand, we have a very, I think, a fine stage band. We have two fine concert bands where we split the total marching unit up, playing unit up into 2 concert bands. I think really first and foremost, we're music teachers, and then we use the means at our disposal to enhance the program, to gain public awareness, to make our program visible.
Worked on it. They know exactly where they should be behind a girl now, but we'll see.
How about these girls, Dave? They seem to be acclimating to what they should be doing up there.
They need just a little bit more work there, as far as the final position is concerned.
Okay, but you know, from Rutgers up at the Rutgers Stadium, this move is going to be very, very judgeable, but if we can pull it off, it's going to be a very, very effective maneuver for us, I'm sure. But we're sticking our necks out. That's the name of the game.
We worked on that the other night, but at the last game, very last move, right? Because the other night at the Jackson game, we had every head angle and arm angle possible out there. Even though the number still sold, it could.
Plus the rings have to be straight out.
Jim and I write the show, and where do I get the ideas? Trial and error. 17 years of band directing, listening to judges that say we like this, we don't like that. What I like, what my advisors tell me they like, things that we want to include in the show for this year, an exchange of equipment. We want to use a certain piece of equipment. We try to have a germ of an idea in each and every number that's going to generate some enthusiasm. We build around that particular idea as much as we can.
We usually take a look at the charts, or I would look at the charts, and using the charts and the music, figure out the routines. We would do it step by step. If we're out front, there has to be something very sharp. If we're to the side, we can calm down a little with the routine, but everything usually goes with the music.
Jack and I listen to all the promotion records that are sent to us from all the big companies that sell the marching band music, and we've picked something which we think is going to be nice, and we'll play it for the 3 advisors, and they'll say, no way. And we'll have to go right back and start looking for another production number or something like that, because they say, we can't work with this number, it won't sell, da-da-da-da. So they're right in on even the very basic picking of all the music.
You get the feeling from the music. The music it kind of shows you the way your arms or where the silks of the rifle has to go. And it could be, since the music is different every year, you come up with different routines. It's not that difficult.
And like the captains might be in there and they're just wheeling this equipment around 1,000 different ways, and all of those say, oh, that looks nice. That's it. They could even be goofing around, but a new move is created.
They take the basic skills, and then from the basic skills that they operate with, you pick which ones will go with what part of the music.
You're never satisfied, that it's good enough yet. The intonation isn't clear enough yet in the saxophone section. The silk routine is not quite perfect yet, so you're always frustrated in that respect. But you basically have to just sit down and say to yourself, we've put in X amount of hours, we've got X amount of people with X amount of talent, and what we're going to get out of it, when we finally see it at the end of the year, if we're happy, that's all that matters.
And then when you go home and you say sometimes, why am I doing this? Then you begin to think, well, you want to succeed. You don't want to be a failure. I mean, you're teaching kids to succeed. So when you go home and get that feeling, you come back all fired up saying, well, it's my job to make this thing work. And that gives you an incentive to really put out more yourself, just like the kid.
I have 4 children. All the children were in the band. So for me, it's been like a family affair because I'm with my children, children with me, and my wife goes where we go too.
It does take a lot of time. Fortunately, as Dave said, my 2 children are now in the band. My daughter's the drum major, and my son is a sophomore, plays trumpet. So I finally feel that the time that I'm giving to the students is also benefiting my own family, and that 2 of my 3 children are here. And I've been rather fortunate that my wife has been quite understanding and supportive, and actually is on the bus with me most of the time going wherever I'm going.
I've coached football here for over 20 years. And my wife used to say, when are you going to give it up? When will you be home? When will we be able to be together? I finally resigned football and joined up with the band. And I'll tell you, I put in more time. I'm away from home more now than when I coached football. And it's because I like it. I like doing it. I like being with them. I like the competitiveness behind it because I was competitive as a coach. And she's very understanding, and she goes with us. She loves the band, so it makes for a nice situation.
Captain, co-captain in there. First number by the counts. There's a mistake. You stop and you correct it.
You force nothing.
All right?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Up. 4, up, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4.
Get the chins up. It's part of the routine. Lori, I'm going to pick on you. Let's try that. Let's do it again.
Now remember, don't crush the pom-pom.
You're 2 steps off.
I don't know. I think am I kind of like in the middle?
You're in the middle. You're
exactly in the middle.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're in the middle.
Right in the middle.
You're in the middle. Very good. Okay, that's good. All right, let's try from the beginning. Let's go back. Let's go back from the beginning.
Snap. Bring it down. Snap it down. Up 45 degree, 45 degree. Not like this. Get it up 45 degree.
The last 10 years in marching band have really been more or less a revelation as far as entertainment goes. I look back to the things that we used to do back in the middle 60s and late 60s, and look at what we're doing today, and it's like night and day. We're presenting what you might call a total show package now, where we work the unit as one total unit of, let's say in our case, 200 members. Back when I first came here, we had the band, and then we had the baton twirlers, and we had the rifles, and we had the flags, we used to call them, but there the twain should meet. Now we work the total unit as a totally integrated one-piece unit, so to speak, and the drill doesn't change. Both the drill and music are much more complex and much more difficult to learn, much more difficult to march.
Step.
4, 5,
Pull.
6, 7, 8.
All right, turn around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Go back and do it the same way again.
Musically, here in Tom's River, we start the students in 5th grade. They rent the instrument for a number of months, 5 or 6, and then there's a decision as to whether they're going to continue. A program like we field here wouldn't be possible at all without that type of feeder system where the students are introduced to instruments before they walk through the door in the high school. That would be impossible to do what we're doing now. Play the kind of music that we're doing on the field and moving pretty much continuously. You couldn't expect a student who's picking up an instrument in 9th grade to step into a situation and be able to do that. It would be impossible.
Don't change! Don't change! A little bit better.
Hold that position. Advisors, this is the one you wanted to check. Take a look at it. Let's correct it. Come on.
All right, now, you're going to be right beside.
Sue.
All right, now who's missing over here?
Tammy, Flagger, Tara, Benson.
All right, now.
No, Tammy's right here.
You're going to be that far away from the flag right now until we get this down. Then you move in. And now, no matter what she does, she can't hit you.
You're going to hit me.
I know. But when you come back up again, I gotta go down like this and up again.
We go like this. Ow! Nicole, we're going to get hit.
Come on, Majors. Let's go. Let's move them.
We might not be the best out there that night, but we're going to do as best we can, and that's what we work up to. And I know it sounds very philosophical, but I don't think there's any other way to approach it. There's going to be one winner. It might be you, but if it isn't, well, you want to do your best, you know.
I'm still here this year working, and I don't even have a son anymore. You know, there's a lot of people that feel that way. They just, every time the organization comes on the field, you just get a feeling about that performance that makes you proud of them and wants you to go out and help them.
Most of our jobs are background type of jobs. We may build things like the stand that the girls stand on or the cart that they use, things like that, but mostly at performances we kind of just cheer them on to help them out a little bit.
It's more than just riding on a bus and being with the kids. It's somebody who forgot his uniform or forgot his instrument or needs instrument repair or uniform repair. We're working constantly while the show is going on. We had a child last week that showed up without his pants, you know, so we had to run around, and at the same time had a young lady who had an accident, had to be taken off the field. We grabbed her pants off of her before she ever got into the ambulance.
The time has come, ladies and gentlemen, to announce the winners in the 1985 Tropicana Music Bowl 3. For Best Auxiliary Unit, from Toms River, New Jersey, the Marching Indians of Toms River High School South. For Best Drum Majors, from Trumbull, Connecticut, the Eagle Marching Band of Trumbull High School. For Best Musical Section, from Lansdale, Pennsylvania, the Marching Knights of North Penn High School. In fourth place, from Scotch Plains, New Jersey, the Raider Marching Band of Scotch Plains Fanwood High School. In third place, from Trumbull, Connecticut, the Eagle Marching Band of Trumbull High School. In second place, from Piscataway, New Jersey, the Piscataway High School Super Chief Marching Band. And in first place, from Lansdale, Pennsylvania, the Marching Knights of North Penn High School. Production of this program was made possible in part by a grant from Beatrice Companies, Incorporated.